The former royal was back in London this week, not to spend time with his own family, of course, but was in court as part of his never-ending vendetta against the British press. Broadcaster and historian Tessa Dunlop has more on the trials and tribulations of spoiled sons.
This week, Harry was back in London's High Court slogging it out, his third round of talking truth to power to the British press. You may recall that he claimed a major scalp when he won a victory over the Mirror Group, and then there was the unprecedented apology from the Murdoch empire in 2025. Well, now it's the turn of the right-wing tabloid, the Daily Mail's parent company, Associated Newspapers Limited. Harry got a miserly 2.5 hours in the witness stand. I think he'd probably wanted more than that. And he was absolutely adamant he does not and did not have leaky friends. This is, of course, the same week that his new friend Brooklyn Beckham leaked all over Instagram, but we'll come back to that in a second. Harry's main target, his main grievance was murky journalists and subjecting him to what felt like full-blown stalking and constant surveillance. It took his toll on the prince. He looked thoroughly unsettled. You can't really blame him. I mean, this is a legal fisticuffs with a high-end defence barrister. He couldn't control his own narrative in the way that he's got used to. But the result then is an emotional prince, a bit of a wobble of the bottom lip and an insistence that the paper had made his wife's life a misery. And actually, the concluding thought was sort of more high-flown than that. It was that if this mainstream British newspaper evades justice, then the whole of Britain is doomed. I would argue that if the whole of Britain read the Daily Mail, we probably would be doomed. But actually, they don't, because newspapers are a diminishing force. And I wonder if that's not the broader point. You have Harry with his other celebrity friends. Liz Hurley was there, of course, Elton John, the 7 of them in total, also Sadie Frost. Even if they win, there's a sense that the story's moved on. The media landscape has changed and newspaper barons no longer control the narrative in the way they once did. And proof of that is, of course, the ginormous global furore just this week when Brooklyn Beckham detonated his own truth against his family in Instagram stories, not in a newspaper. There he was trolling Golden Ball, Sir David Beckham, his own flesh and blood. And by the way, Posh Spice didn't get away too lightly either. Mind you, someone does need to let Brooklyn know that there was not a single pop star in the 1990s that didn't dance inappropriately. The takeaway message is nowadays it's all about people weaponizing their truth on their ginormous platforms. And let's face it, who cares about leaky friends when you have leaky family?
Yeah, I do wonder whether Harry and Meghan did the PR and marketing for Brooklyn's social media post. They are experts, after all. And you can read more of Tessa's work at skynews.com.au.